Doma Sports Talk Worldwide with some news from the world of boxing. So y'all know what time it is. You ain't in a rush to get concussed. Now, hey, Saul Canelo Alvarez, still the undisputed champion in the super middleweight division in the world. All right, Canelo has a great performance versus Jermell Charlo. Canelo didn't have to do even much. I think Canelo won every round except one, maybe two, if you're being nice. Awesome. That's not what you expected, regardless of Jermell Charlo coming up to weight divisions or whatever. That Canelo whitewashed him like that. Canelo came forward. Canelo showed his chin when he was hit the one time in the fight. No, I said Canelo got hit about 2 or 3 times, but only one time real hard. Canelo shows his chin. Canelo had Jermell Charlo down one with a right hand. Jermell took a knee, which I don't even mind that in fights, to be honest. Jermell Charlo taking a knee, I think it's smart. I think more fighters should do that, actually, when they're in trouble. But anyway, there was nothing you could really say about the fight. It was actually not that exciting because there wasn't anything happening. I mean, Canelo didn't land much himself either, to be honest. I mean, he was just coming forward, trying to go to the body, missing a lot to the body, a little bit going back too far. But it was just his aggression, his overhand rights that Canelo was, you know how he throws after he goes to the body, come with overhand right. Most of the time, Charlo was aware of that coming, bracing himself, getting that left hand up to block it, and which he did most of the time. But Canelo landed it enough. Canelo was the aggressor the whole fight. Canelo won most of the rounds, period. When it comes to Jermell Charlo, you're going to be embarrassed by that performance, period. Even coming up to weight classes. I can't remember anybody who gave that little effort against Canelo, except unless you're talking Yildirim, maybe Callum Smith or something like that. But most people, you can at least outpoint Canelo for a while, right? Until he, gets his stuff together and gets you. I think that there's going to be a lot said about this fight in terms of some kind of conspiracy theory or what's wrong with Jermell Charlo. Why would you come into a fight and, give that little effort? And what I mean by that is, like, it didn't look like Jermell Charlo was trying to win the fight. At any point, you can watch this. Listen, when a fighter loses all the rounds, right, go back and watch round 10 to 12. Aren't those called the championship rounds? And watch Jermell Charlo. And he had lost every round up until round 10, except for one, right? One of them, he had a 10-8 round. You going to fight 10, 11, and 12 like that? No urgency whatsoever? Good luck with what's going forward. I don't know what people are going to say. I'm surprised at that particular performance of Jermell Charlo. You're not supposed to, it's not like you got to come in here and beat Canelo up, right? But you're supposed to be trying to beat Canelo up. And I think that a lot of people are going to be really upset at that effort from Jermell Charlo. I mean, he was respectful of Canelo, which you can be, which a lot of people shouldn't. They should be spitting some of the facts, about Canelo. Canelo is an awesome fighter with a good chin, good upper body moving, and head movement. That's the deal. Good body shots. We know that. Good boxing IQ. But let's be real. Canelo has never had to fight where people are not cheering everything, right? So that's a fact that people have to understand. Canelo misses shots, right? He misses shots, and they still will applaud them. I seen a fight where a fighter, who was I just watching? I was watching Canelo versus Lara, a fight that Canelo obviously lost. And I watched it again, and Lara was embarrassing Canelo. I mean, Canelo missed the whole fight, right? I'm talking about those kind of misses that Canelo missed against Floyd Mayweather, and Floyd Mayweather looked at the ring to look like, are you punching out of bounds somewhere, out of the ring? That happened about 30 times against Lara, right? And Lara was piecing him up. But Canelo was coming forward in that fight. Now, we're not talking about Lara or whatever, but it's just, hey, I don't know what to say about the Jermell Charlo's effort, right? Others have done better, so the judges, that was easy for them. And we ain't had nothing to say about the judges because they did a good job. Canelo came forward, handled his business, and I've seen, fights where it's been different. right? This one here, it seemed like a very lackluster performance from Jermell Charlo. That's not what you're trying to do when you're going up there to try to make history. You're supposed to at least try to win. Being respectful of Canelo is one good thing, but when you get in the ring, you're going to have to show something. And you're not going to win a fight like that. There's nothing to even talk about this fight except for Jermell Charlo's effort or lack thereof. We'll talk about this going forward. I haven't even watched any interviews or anything. I know why, because I didn't want to. But that was a performance for a big fight like that. The performance from Jermell Charlo was not that of a championship fight. I hope well, I don't hope anything, but his excuse, I don't know what it's going to be, but he didn't look like he was trying to win. And like I say, I will repeat, even in the championship rounds, he's staying on the outside. There's no sense of urgency, and this fight was too big for that kind of performance. And I hate to say that. I was going for Jermell Charlo. Listen, hey, double trouble. Doom, 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 double trouble. They coming for you. Doom, doom. That's what they gonna do. They coming with two. So they don't need a crew. Doom, 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 double trouble. Y'all know I'm rolling with them. But that was lackluster. And that wasn't what you need in a championship fight. And that definitely ain't gonna beat no damn Canelo Alvarez. Done with Sports Talk Worldwide, and I'm out of here, y'all.